Guys, what's up? My name is Justin Marc, international dating coach, relationship expert. I'm just joined here with
Kara.
Hi, Kara. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing a lot better than I was before you showed up. And today we're going to talk to the people at YouTube. We're going to teach them how to physically escalate on a woman, on a date, in a social environment, whatever it is. You know, maybe you're at the bar and you see a cute girl and you want to talk to her. Maybe you are on a romantic Tinder date and you want to get a little bit physical with the girl. Well, in this video, what we're gonna do is we're gonna show you, Kara, what we're gonna do is we're gonna show them how to do that. Okay? So let's sit back, hang tight, and let's jump straight in. All right, guys, so here's what we're gonna do today, okay? We're gonna pretty much show you how to physically escalate on a woman. Now, Kara's a beautiful woman, I'm seeing. So we actually have a lot of chemistry and intimacy already built. So it's gonna be very natural and normal, right? But what you're gonna realize is a lot of times when you're on a date, it's gonna be a little bit awkward because maybe you're, instead of sitting side by side, you're sitting face to face, right? Well, how do you actually ensure that you can effectively get physical? A lot of people don't realize that, if you just spend hours and hours hanging out with a girl and you don't get physical with her in a respectful way and in a way that makes her feel comfortable, well, by the time it could have gone to the bedroom setting, it's gonna be really fucking awkward. Like, imagine you took a girl home, but you didn't even touch her once the entire day, right? Well, that'd be really fucking weird. Wouldn't you agree? Imagine we're on a date or something and I just don't touch you the entire time. I'm kind of over here, you're over there. There's a lot of space between us. It's very weird. How would that make you feel?
Yeah, definitely not coming home with you.
Yeah, definitely not going home with any guy, right? Yeah. Who doesn't get comfortably physical. But a lot of guys, I feel like they think about it and they're worried that, to creep the girl out, or they're worried about all kinds of things. So what would you say to guys who feel scared to touch a girl?
I mean, just be comfortable and do it naturally. You know what I mean? Don't be overbearing, I guess.
I like that you say do it naturally, because for a lot of guys watching this video, getting physical with a woman probably just doesn't feel natural. Mm-hmm. Right now, you're a woman. It probably feels natural when a guy is naturally physical with you, right? Yeah. There's this saying called people feel what you feel. It's called the law of state transference. So if you feel comfortable with the woman, she'll actually feel comfortable with you just naturally. So that's what Kara here means when she says naturally. If you feel comfortable with a beautiful woman and you're naturally touching her as a man would, whatever it is, right? She's naturally going to feel comfortable with you, right? And so oftentimes when you're on a date, there's different ways to do that. We're going to show you that in this video. And we're also going to explain to you why and how. Now, you want to make sure that you do feel comfortable. And it's kind of just assumed that you're a man who's naturally charismatic, confident, and comfortable physically touching women, right? Because it's normal, right? As a man and to be physical with a woman, especially if you're in that date setting. But you definitely want to warm her up to it as well, right? You don't want to be overbearing. You want to be grope. Imagine you're also on a date and the guy's too touchy. He's touching you all the time. And how would that make you feel?
I'm definitely not going home. No, that's honestly very uncomfortable, because it sort of feels like they're pushing a boundary, if you know what I mean.
Or maybe even pushing an agenda, right? Mm-hmm. It's if you're too physical all the fucking time and you don't give her room to breathe, it almost feels like you're trying to force her into the relationship dynamic, right? And so there definitely has to also be a limit. You don't want to be too physical and too touchy, okay? So oftentimes what I recommend is do what feels natural, right? Get comfortable yourself, but then also every now and then make sure you are physical. So one thing I love to do is, instead of sitting, in front, usually when you're at a restaurant or wherever, you sit across from the person you're on a date with, or the beautiful woman you're taking out on this romantic adventure, right? Well, first things first, I never ever do movies or dinner dates as the first date, ever. never. You always want to make sure your first or second or even third date is something that's a little bit more intimate, that actually allows you time to get to know the person comfortably. So I'll do drinks on my balcony. I'll do fucking, movie time at my place, right? I'll do some sort of like party thing. I come out to some sort of social venue. So it's a low pressure, so they don't feel like it has to be this like intimate setting, right? But then you can actually get to know each other in like a more, comfortable setting, right? There's no agenda there, right? And if you guys vibe, you vibe, great. If not, no worries, right? And so you never also want to be, front to front, especially if you're like, let's say you are at a restaurant, you're at some sort of social venue or whatever, but you always want to sit side by side, because it actually allows you that opportunity to get physical, right? You can put your arm around her, right? And, getting close, you could hold her hand, right? That's a really big one. Now, look, if you did sit across from her at a table or whatever, it's not the end of the world. It just doesn't allow you to build as much intimacy and chemistry. So, for example, let's say you're out to drinks at a bar with a cute girl, and you're sitting across from her. It's not the end of the world. It really isn't. But if you're sitting side by side with her at the bar versus across from her, you do have a lot more of an opportunity to get more intimate and physical, right? So instead of sitting side by, face to face, just sitting side by side makes all the difference, right? It allows you to get more personal, a lot closer, a lot more intimate. And it's just such a more powerful experience for the woman. What are your thoughts, Kara?
I definitely agree with everything that you say. I feel like you definitely don't want to pressure the girl, obviously, like on like the first or the second date, like you said. But yeah, I definitely like resonate with what you're saying. It definitely can feel like very like uncomfortable. I even am like a dinner setting too, just like sitting at like a table, and it's sort of like almost like forcing conversation. It definitely is better to have sort of like a more open playing field as to like what you guys can like do, you know what I mean? You don't want to like just be like stuck, and it's like, okay, like we are going to eat and like talk and then like see you later, you know what I mean?
So when you are on a date and you're in that intimate setting, it's all about your body language. You want to be relaxed. You want to kind of naturally demonstrate relaxed arousal through your body language, okay? If you're all jumpy and nervous, the girl's gonna feel nervous around you, right? If you're very relaxed and calm, just chilling, just kicking it, right? She's gonna have the opportunity to kind of lean into your vibe, right? And so you want to kind of just chill out. It's all about the body language, okay? But you also, again, like I'm facing you guys right now, but you actually do want to be kind of almost at like a 45-degree angle, kind of the way we're positioned right now. And this is very natural, chemistry, body language on a date or on an intimate setting where you're kind of just chatting. You want to be like facing her. You want to be squared up, okay? And you honestly want to get physical. Oftentimes what I'll do is hand holding, really important. Not just holding hands. You never want to just hold a hand, because this feels like very platonic, right? And like friendly. Nice to meet you. Oftentimes what I'll do is I'll do something called the secret pinky hold. Check this out, okay? So you can see her pinky. This is something figure skaters do, right? And so you wrap your pinkies around each other. Try to pull, Kara. Try to pull. You can't pull away because this is a figure skating technique that allows figure skaters to skate on the ice and hold each other's hands and not let go. Even like no matter how hard you pull, like try to pull as hard as you can, you wouldn't be able to let go. And this isn't supposed to be an aggressive dominance thing, but it's just supposed to be a natural comforting thing. Oftentimes when I'm holding hands, I won't just hold hands, but I will rub hands together. I'll rub my fingers or my thumb on her hand. And oftentimes what that does is, well, first of all, that stops your hand from just getting sweaty and clammy because you're moving it around. Yeah. So it's actually a little strategic trick to stop your hand from getting sweaty and clammy, okay? But then it also allows you to just feel a little bit more intimate. Like, how does this feel when I rub your hand?
Good.
What's it make you feel?
Like comforting, honestly. Like it's like kind of, yeah.
It's comforting, right? Yeah. And so what that does, it builds comfort, right? Because, the whole point of getting physical is to build comfort and familiarity. A lot of guys mistake getting physical. They think it's to build attraction or some sort of sexual tension. Well, not necessarily. You're just trying to build comfort, right? You're trying to make the woman you're with more comfortable with you, feel safe with you, know that she is safe in your masculine presence, right? And so you want to do that in a way that's not overbearing, but in a way that does make her feel comfortable and safe. Okay, so hand holding in a very subtle, comforting way is really key, because what this also allows her to do is, if she's not uncomfortable with you, it allows her to just pull away. She can just pull away, right? And so if she feels unsafe or uncomfortable or not interested or whatever it is, she can just pull away. No big deal, right? And then you never want to escalate too much all at once, right? You want to slow play. Getting physical with a woman is a slow burn. You want to play it really slow, okay? Because you want her to, feel safe and get used to you being physical with her, right? So when she's, kind of, maybe you're at the restaurant or at the bar or at the venue, whatever it is, and she's getting more comfortable with you, you kind of want to use body language to kind of test how she's feeling, test her emotions, right? And so, if she's comfortable with hand holding, you could, back rub, see how she feels there, like very subtle, comforting back rubs. And look, obviously Kara's not, are you uncomfortable?
No.
Okay, so you're comfortable. You're very comfortable, right? Then she's very comfortable. You can make jokes, teasing. You can do playful teasing, right? You can have a little gimmicky jokes, a little teasing, right? Telling her that, Kara, I'm going to get you pregnant and then ghost you.
Yeah.
I'm going to get you pregnant and then ghost you, right? Little gimmicky jokes. And then I'm just joking. And you give her a hug. Yeah. I'm just joking. It's okay. I'm just teasing. Give me a hug, right? And so these little flirty teasing jokes and gimmicks alongside of, getting physical. It's funny, me and Kara were laying in bed the other day and she asked me, why do you always push pull me, right? Well, it's because it just makes her more attracted to you, right? And so when you can do that in body language as well. You can be like, oh, get out of here. Get out of here, Kara. Get out of here. No, I'm just kidding. I love you. You're amazing. You're the best, right? And how does that make you feel?
Like good.
Like good, right? And so you can see in her face, she's naturally getting attracted from this very logical mythology of physically escalating effectively, right? And so you want to make her feel safe. Here's another great thing I love to do. You can't really see it on camera, but there's that saying.
You want to lift my knee up?
Here, lift your knee up a little bit. Kara, do you know they say this is 1/8 of an orgasm? Right? That's another little gimmicky way. So there's lots of little gimmicky ways you can, playfully get physical, right? The little knee thing where you like tickle her, a little bit. There's always tickling, but tickling spikes emotions way too high, too quickly. So like tickle, right? And like a lot of girls don't like it. You don't like it, right?
No,
and so
hate it.
you hate it. Right? And so a lot of girls don't feel comfortable with that, but tickling is a little good way to get the emotions spiked. But it's not necessarily a good way to continuously escalate physically, right? You want to, kind of reserve that for moments where maybe you're teasing. Maybe, she's being annoying. Maybe you're having a witty banter. You'd be like, all right, I'm going to tickle you. I'm going to bother you a little bit. And then when we're done, it's like, okay, come here. Right? And it allows her getting close, right? And eventually, when she's comfortable enough, you can kiss her, right? Yeah. Here's another thing I love to do as well, is I love to not kiss the girl when she wants to go in for a kiss, right? You go in for a kiss and you don't do it. What does that do? It actually makes her more attracted to you. It actually builds more tension. It actually makes her want to fuck you more, to be honest, right? So a lot of guys, they think, oh my God, I'm gonna get the kiss. Well, don't be scared to lose something good to get something great. Right? You can go in for the kiss, right? And then all of a sudden you've relieved sexual tension, right? Or you can go in for the kiss, not kiss her, look her in the eyes, tell her you can't kiss her because you're a virgin. I can't kiss you because I'm a virgin. I'm really shy. I'm saving myself. I'm celibate. Kara, do you notice almost every single time we hang out, like almost every time we've hung out in the past couple weeks, what have I told you?
That you're celibate?
Every single time we hang out, I'm like, hey, just letting you know before you we get into anything, I actually just decided today I'm celibate. Okay, I make.
An hour ago, I'm celibate.
Yeah, I make that joke every single time we hang out. I'll say I've been celibate for the past hour, and then what's that intuitively demonstrating? It's like that means I just fucked a bitch an hour ago, right? How does that make you feel?
Not great.
Not great?
No.
Okay, how does it make you feel though? Does it make you feel jealous or competitive in any way?
A little bit, I guess.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Does it make you feel slightly more emotionally attracted?
Yeah.
Okay. Does it?
I guess.
Okay. And so
Is that the proper answer?
The proper answer is whatever your opinion is.
I don't know.
You don't know, right? Oftentimes these girls don't even know, right? They don't even know how they're feeling, right? And it's your job as a man to control the dynamic and influence her emotions, right? But you got to be really careful, because if you don't do this effectively, you can influence her emotions in a very negative way, right? The best way I can describe an effective seduction is you're influencing her emotions in the way that you and her both want her emotions to go, right? You want to influence her emotions in a way that is, you know, win-win for both of you, that she's going home saying, I had an amazing fucking experience. And also you're thinking, wow, we had a great time. Like, I was vibing so great with her, right? And a lot of guys don't realize this, but as a man, for the most part, you're in charge of the girl's emotions. You're in charge of the vibe. You're in charge of the fucking environment. You're in charge of everything that actually happens. If something's not going the way you want to, usually you can trace it back to something that you're either doing or not doing. And so you want to make sure that you're influencing her emotions in a very positive way, using body language, using physical escalation, using your ability to influence her emotions through touch and through, you know, your masculine presence and authority, okay? That's pretty much the gist of it, right? And, you know, this is just a video about how to physically escalate on a date, or, you know, in a kind of like more intimate setting. Dates, parties, you know, in that one-on-one setting where it's one-on-one, right? And you always want to make sure she's having a great time, and you're never hurting her feelings. You're never overbearing, ever. You always want to make sure she feels comfortable and safe and respected, always. Because just realize, if, you know, you get too physical and too intenseful and too intense without her feeling safe and comfortable, you're actually just gonna freak her out and make her run away and make her feel creeped out, right? And so that's pretty much the gist of it, guys. And, you know, once she feels safe and comfortable and 100% comfortable, and you spend time, remember, time is your ally, you know, you can lead it to wherever you want, if you know what I'm saying. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. My name is Justin Marc, international dating coach, relationship expert, and we'll see you guys in a new video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, DrunkJustin2. Make sure to go leave a thumbs up on this video if you like this video. Subscribe. Click the bell notification so you're notified of new videos. And we'll see you soon. Peace out.